Welcome back to MILFta. I'm Mani.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Ashley.
And today we're going to dive a little bit into self-care. Just talk about what we like to do for our self-care. How we like to keep our mental right. It could be physical. Everything just all around the board. So let's just jump right into it. Courtney wants to go first.
Well, for my self-care, first I have to get rid of my child. And I hate to say it, but it's true. Like, if I want to do something for our self-care, he's going to barge into the room or just, no. I got a toddler. I got to get rid of him. Because sometimes self-care for me is just cleaning or just being quiet. Like, it's not always. Well, one thing for sure that I don't think is self-care is getting my nails and toes done. Because that just stresses me out in there. I can't stand getting my nails and toes done. I get it done because I need to. But
I don't think they like what they do.
No.
I don't think they like their job, so it's hard for us to enjoy it now.
That's why I'm done with the Asians. If you know me, you know I
Don't like anyone.
I'm like banned from going to their establishments, but I do like I do like rather going to a black young lady. Actually, I was going to Nailed by London. If you guys want to check her out, she's really good. Her space is just like amazing. It's so nice. So yeah, check her out at Nailed by London. What other nail? Do you guys go to any black techs?
I go to myself. It's like I don't go to myself. I go to the Asians.
You go to the Asians. Courtney goes to the Asians.
I was about to make one up and add on.
No, I know Shauna does it. Rashida Carter's sister. I think she does it inside Rashida's salon. So Rashana Carter, I heard she does a really good job.
I've seen her, I think, on Facebook.
Yeah.
I like, to support black nail techs.
Well, one day I'll flip the script, but
yeah.
Why don't you flip it now? Is it just as convenient?
Because it's convenient for me to just walk in and
that's the thing. Like I feel like that most people say, just the convenience of going to an Asian establishment. They have walk-ins, but actually London, she just announced that she accepts walk-ins now. I'm not sure if it's on certain days or whatever, but you guys can check that out too.
But the only thing about London is if I go there, I want London. I don't want someone else. And I know she's one person, so she can't.
And it was just her. She just hired another nail tech in there, which I don't know who that is and how her work is. But
I'm sure she's black, so just go to
London. Yeah, you guys check her out. It was another black nail tech that's I can't think of her brand. But, moving on. What's another self-care?
Masturbation.
Well,
that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
I don't do it, but...
She gonna say, "But look at me, don't out me out." I didn't say out of my mouth.
Cause tell them what you just got, baby girl.
I know one thing for me. I like to just sing.
The self-care.
Yes, that singing really puts me in.
What song do you sing?
I want you right now.
Yo, she would not let that go. We was at karaoke one night. MILFta was at karaoke. It's up on there, but I don't know if this specific part is up there. But they have this older guy. We went on oldies night. Was that oldies night?
No, it was karaoke night.
Oh, it was karaoke night. Okay, and it's this older guy in there. I guess he's a frequent goer.
He worked there. He was going around with the mic.
I don't know. I don't know what he do in there, but we had a duet. And by mistake, like he forced me into that. And it just so happened to be like one of my songs because that's where I was about to go. I like to sing. I like 70s, 80s, and early 90s music. So yeah. When y'all came in, it was playing.
True.
And that's what I've been in here just singing all day, cleaning, and that just made me feel good. It puts me in a good mood. I don't know. I don't know if it's because like we grew up with the radio on in the kitchen, and like that was all my mom listened to. But yeah, we all like to sing. Me, my mom, my brother, my uncle, my mama.
No matter how it sounds.
Yeah. Oh no, but see, we sound good.
Okay, let's get it.
To be honest, like I'm not even kidding. I feel like I really sang my way into knowing how to sing.
Oh well, let's hear something.
Not right now. I'm so serious, but yeah, singing. What else? I guess baths.
No.
Anything. I guess that's just like for me.
Every time I'm in a bath, I'm just like, so what next? Like, I'm just sitting there, like, and then I'm just like, I'm in my mind, I'm sitting in this dirty water. I don't know.
See, sometimes I like to get in the shower first and wash up, and then get in the tub. That way I'm like just already washed up and stuff, and I'm just in the tub relaxing.
So for me, I love showers, a hot, steamy shower. I actually purchased the shower fuzz balls. You put it you just put it on the floor, and the water helps it, like, it's just a aroma thing. So it
Where
smells really good. It's a black owned business. I have to look her name up because I don't know.
That sounds decent.
But she was actually at my mom's pop-up fashion show. She was one of the vendors, and it's really good. I like the smell of it. She has real flower petals and all of that, and berries in it. So everything is natural. That's what I really like, natural stuff. Of course, skincare, because I have very sensitive skin, so I have to make sure I do my mask. I love music. I love listening to music, but sometimes will get me in the mood to get up and like, just, I guess, motivation is watching YouTube videos of other women doing self-care, or just vlogging, just anything on YouTube where it's just like, okay, excuse me, I'm into living a luxurious life, so anybody that's doing that, it's just motivation, like, okay, I need to start doing this, but I want to start doing this. I could incorporate this into my self-care thing. Candles, I'm really big on candles. I'm trying to think what else. And just, I guess, cooking is good for me because I don't always do it. Sometimes I never have the time to.
And she's married.
I'm married. My man know how to cook. My man know how to cook.
Cooking is definitely, cooking and singing go hand in hand. I like to be in the kitchen cooking, singing.
If any producers out there, please sign her.
Please. I'm a hidden gem out here.
Yeah.
So y'all do it weekly or like monthly or just as needed self-care?
Those two things. See, that's why, like, if I'm out of whack, I hate when I'm out of whack.
So what does that mean for you, out of whack?
I'm not cooking every day. I'm not listening to, my jams. And I'm just not feeling motivated. Like, I really hate that because it's so hard to get like out of that funk. But literally, if I just get in the kitchen, and just make a meal, like that just automatically puts me in, just takes me right out of that little funk that I be in. Like,
another thing that I can say is, and I need to get back into it, is reading. Either books, just regular books, or spiritual books. I like that. And then writing in my journal is another thing. So.
I want to get
Dear Journal.
more
Dear Ashley, that's me.
I started writing a journal, but then I don't know, I just was kind of losing my way with it. So I don't know what I'm supposed to write. So every day I'll be like, today was.
Well, that's what I do. I just write down everything that happened, what I wish that I could have changed about either my attitude that day or whatever happened. And then I might write down, this is going to happen for me in 2022 or whatever, or December or January, whatever the case may be. But I just write down what happened today and how I felt about it.
Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Yeah, I think you overthink a lot.
I mean, that's a part of my personality. That's who I am. I
She's
overthink. I do. It's just
it's really nice to have a bubble bath. You should try it.
I've tried it before,
If
and I sat
it
there.
makes you feel better, just get in it with a bathing suit.
Go swimming.
Go swimming.
I was just writing in my journal, but it was more so for like my business, and like it helped me significantly. Well, I feel like I'm saying it.
Say, it helped me a lot.
Significantly.
Just say it helped me a lot.
But no, it really did help me a lot though. Just like it wasn't like my thoughts were already planned out. So it was like when I went to do whatever I needed to do for my business, I didn't even have to think. Like it was already written down. Everything was written out for me, like plain and simple. Because I don't know if everybody knows, like I'm a last minute person, and like it literally was driving me insane. Like I'm like, I cannot just keep and I feel like that was worsening like my anxiety. Just like being last minute, because now I gotta rush everything, and now I'm like running around with the chicken with my head cut off. So yeah, writing everything down in my journal for my business has helped me a lot.
So sometimes at work, when it's a Sunday, I feel motivated. Like I'm writing down what I'm gonna do for the week, my activities I'm gonna do for the week. But then something throws it off, and then that just throws me off completely. Like, does that happen to you, or do you, like, if it does, how do you overcome that? So, because for me, it just throws me off for the whole weekend, and now I'm back.
I've been out of whack because I hadn't posted like for my business. I was out of whack last week. Like I was just not motivated at all. I could not like shake the funk. It was just like I had to just keep telling myself like. Well, actually, no. What it was, I did my hair. So, also, when I get my hair done, I feel like a total different person, and it just makes me do everything that I ever thought I wanted to do, or feel like I can do everything I ever wanted to do. So yeah, that had helped, and just what else had helped? Talking to people, and I'm just telling, like, so I have like one person that really helps me with my business or whatever. So just talking to her, and telling her like, I just don't feel like it, and she just be like, you don't have no choice, like get up and do it, you know. And just having that person in my ear really helps. And yeah, just those two things help me.
What was your question?
How did I like just get back into the groove of things? Because because she was saying like if she writes stuff down, something would happen, and then she's like,
just go
off
back
track
to
with
it. Because life is going to happen, and nothing's going to go as planned. So just remember to always
I'm
go
trying
back
to just
to
get
it.
consistent with things, just consistent with the goddamn routine, like life routine. Like it's so hard because like I just said, like I was doing good for like a good 2 weeks straight, and then I just.
Do you think settling out of your house will make you be more productive? Like some people, even a lot of the people that's working from home say like I need to go to a space, like I need to go to Starbucks and do content or answer emails or do something, so I'm not just home and can do something else.
When I was doing, like, if I go to my mom's, because sometimes I go there and do content, and it's just like a whole different vibe. Like I don't know, like I don't know if it's just the air there is better quality air, so I just feel like, I don't know. But when I'm at my mom's house, I just get more stuff done than being in my own house. And I haven't really been anywhere else to do content. Yeah, I've only been here and in my mom's. But probably like outdoors, I'm sure would be nice and helpful because
You out your comfort zone.
Yeah, you out your comfort zone, so it's just like you escape your comfort and so.
That's just like for me. I can't work out at home because I know I'm going to sit down.
Yeah.
I'm going to get comfortable. Something's going to happen. Somebody may knock on the door, which would never happen. Or Mila may do something, get in the way, and then I'll sit down and get comfortable. So
And then now it's just
being outside of home does sometimes motivate you to do what needs to be done. Yeah, so I do agree with that. Getting out.
Definitely. Of course, just retail shopping.
Oh yeah, that's therapy.
Like
And one thing I've come to grips in 2021 that I am addicted to shopping, and it's not healthy at all. It's horrible. So my husband has been foot on my neck. I have to stop. So retail therapy, I love it.
So how you stop it? You just give yourself a budget?
I'm giving myself a budget, or I'm just telling myself like don't buy it. But one thing I do is I read my emails.
And they coming for you.
Yes. Hey, Ashley, we miss you. And I'm like, I miss you too. So I'll go and visit them. And it's just like, at the end of me, like realizing, okay, Ashley, you need to get off of here. My cart has like 10 things in it. And I'm just like, I have to stop that. I was just on Nasty Gal browsing for a coat.
That's why I just stopped browsing. And that helped me a lot. Like, sometimes because the ads pop up and stuff, and I'll click on it, and then I just tell myself, no, click out, ain't no browsing, because I definitely had a shopping problem, or just spending money problem, whatever you want to call it, and me too. In 2021, I came to terms with it, and I honestly have not been doing bad. I probably still buy just a. Cause like when I was just in Dollar Tree, like I just bought them 2 vases for it. I mean, it was cute, but I didn't need them. So I'll still like if I go in that Dollar Tree, it's Dollar Tree now, like. But I'm still not as bad as I was, cause I will literally go in there and like spend so much money. Now I might just pick up one thing if I gotta go in there and get stuff that I really do need. But yeah, I have cut back so much. And I'm really proud of myself. But I honestly think that I will, my shopping problem was just really a coping,
mechanism.
Yes. Like, and that's so unhealthy.
It is.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, when I finally like sat down with myself and like really realized that that's what that was, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm glad I caught myself like now rather than later. But yeah, this definitely was it had to stop, and it did a little bit.
Yeah, I treat myself all the time.
Yeah, that one, the treating myself,
and it's horrible,
bro.
I literally have 5. I have 5 black turtlenecks in my drawer or in my wardrobe. And I'm on the waiting list at H&M for a black turtleneck. But it's a bodysuit. I feel like I need it.
I was the same way. I had to stop.
It's horrible.
I had to stop.
I even do it with Mila stuff. Like, I will buy her the same thing over and over. Like, why am I doing this?
And then my thing was like that, and that went hand in hand with like damn near being a hoarder. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm just so glad that I was really able to recognize these things and be able, break these habits before I'm old and, like really deep into it, because this is really bad. Like, it could have, if I didn't realize it and, started breaking these habits, it'd be like the shows, like the hoarders and stuff. Like, what if I was on there? Like, it could get that bad, because it's hoarders in my family. Like,
I have hoarders in my family as well, and it's horrible.
And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm just glad.
You know what's something?
Because I just also feel like the stuff that I hold on to, like, so it's just been this what is it called? Like when you just have like a
Epiphany.
Is it? I don't really know what an epiphany is, to be honest.
Well, go ahead. What was you saying?
What was an epiphany though?
Like a recollection.
Like what's the definition?
A recollection. What's a recollection?
A lack of better words, bitch.
Like, girl, like you, like,
I'm looking at
almost
it.
like I don't know how to explain it.
Like an aha moment, I guess. But I just like was trying to just figure out my whole thing that I had going on. Like, what is this and what is that? Like, why do I do this? Why do I do that? And I like figured it out, and that's how, you know, I just said the shopping and stuff was the coping mechanism.
I was going to add on.
Yeah, just add on.
Well, one thing I forgot about my self-care, and this is like, I'm kind of a foodie. I love food. So I'll be like, Rob, go pick me up a small Just Pizza and just sit there and eat that Just Pizza and like watch one of my favorite shows that just make me so happy. Because I know I'm not supposed to have that cheese. I'm going to pay for it later. Or some Huckleberry wings from Outback. That's like a guilty pleasure. I don't even eat meat no more. But I just know them wings going to be perfect.
They are good.
So the right meal, that's just self-care to me. Like, it's just so hearty. It's so... like they don't miss it. They not missing that Just Pizza. Every time it's going to hit. So like that's going to be self-care and that's going to be self-destruction at the same time. That's how I'm going to be in the bathroom. Lord, help me.
It was so good.
No, for
but
real.
Gotta have it. And
yeah, I definitely love my comfort
have it.
foods. Comfort foods definitely makes me happy.
what is something that F's up your vibe when you're trying to have your self-care, your zen moment? Like, what is something that could just F it up and then just mess up the whole self-care day?
Mommy, mom, look, mommy.
Don't do that about my child.
As much as I love my child, I need
like
some quiet time.
the mommy a million times a day will really drive you crazy.
Oh my gosh, she did that on our way home today. Mommy, Dad, Mom, look, Dad, look, Mommy, you see meanness? Mommy, you need. I'm like, Mama, I'm driving.
Yes.
And on the flip side, I hate to say it, but it's some parents that would die for their child just to say
Exactly,
mom.
and
So
that's
it's
why
just
I'm
be
saying
like,
I love my child to death, and I love it, trust and believe. But when it's that time that you need to actually think,
Just 1 second.
you just need a second, and it's fine to ask for that.
I do. I be like, Mama, please just give me 1 second.
Yes.
Just 1 second, Mama. She act like she ain't hear a goddamn thing I said. So I never get the second. But I definitely be like, Mama, please, just 1 second. Like, I literally be begging like, Mama, please, just 1 second. Just 1 second.
So with you saying that, do you think it's not fair for us to think that way?
I don't think that it's not fair, but sometimes when I do
Because Mama will call her Aunt Courtney 1,000 times.
and she might drive me crazy, but I'll say yes, Mama. And I know, I don't think that it's wrong for you to feel that way, but sometimes I have to remind myself when certain times when I'll think a certain way, and I'll be like, remember when this was all you wanted? Or like if I'm like, oh, I need a break, and I'll be like, think about the times when I was crying and I made one.
So that means burn yourself out?
I'm not saying burn myself out. I'm not saying that have that thought, but I try to not let it consume me because I think of the opposite of what it could be. So I may think about it, but I'll try to like center myself back, like, okay, breathe, like it'll be good.
Well, that's one thing that'll F it up. And I'm sorry for those. I don't want to seem like I'm not. It'll F it up sometime when you need that quiet time.
Mine to F it up is Rob. Period. I'll be like, senior. I'll be like, I just want time to myself. Here he come busting in the room, asking me 1,000 questions. Where it is, where it at, like. I need a minute.
Don't you see me masturbating, Rob?
Or if I'm like run out or go somewhere, like, oh, what time you coming back?
Oh yeah.
Like that really will just blow me. Like, don't ask me what time I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Don't call me
when the store's closed. That's when they gonna let me back home. Like,
don't call me.
That'll really just blow my vibe, my self-care day. Even if I need a whole day. So if I need a self-care day, I just be giving them to my mom, because then I know she's not gonna call with her when you coming back. Is that, nah, I mean, we good. I was just trying. Well, then what? Wait, you good or you not good?
Right.
You good or you not good?
What? I'm trying to think. Because it's definitely those two.
Sometimes other people's attitudes can. Like, if you go to an establishment.
So wait, you saying self-care or just period?
Self-care, but just like, I want to say self-care, or just like I said, when you're trying to be zen, or just like when you're trying to recenter yourself, like you're already going somewhere with the mindset, like, I'm going here to relax, to just calm myself, whether it's retail therapy, tools or whatever, and like, you encounter a rude cashier, and it's like,
lack of customer
yeah,
service.
like, okay, I didn't tell
you.
you had to work here. Like, that could just F my vibe up. Like, I came out to do some retail therapy, to be chill, found my stuff, and now you giving me an attitude, or you acting some kind of way, or I go to the nail salon and now you all fast on my toes. Like, so like, sometimes people's customer service at establishments. So that's why I try to protect my peace and do my self-care at home, because I already know the wrong thing gonna make me mad, and then that just ruin my whole self-care. Yeah, my self-care vibe, and then get myself back.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I guess I could say that. Feeling rushed.
Yeah.
That really like, all right, come on now.
So do you feel what you were saying with your mom? Do you feel mommy guilt that self-care sometimes, or majority of times, involves not having your kid?
No, because sometimes I need that break.
Do you ever do self-care with your children?
Yeah, because now she likes makeup. Don't know why. I mean, I know why, but she likes makeup. She loves getting her toenails and her fingernails polished, so I'll do that. And I mean, of course, it's not the let me file your nails down, let me do your cuticles and all of that. It's not intense like I would want it to be for myself, but it is quality time that I have for my child. So I wouldn't say self-care. It's more of bonding time. Like, okay, this is what me and my mommy do, or this reminds me, because I would love for Mila to grow up and remember, oh, me and my mom used to do this. Like, I just to create memories. So that's basically what I will consider it. Just building memories and stuff like that.
Like, because you said the nails and stuff, I do mama's. We do the whole shebang. But last time I was supposed to get a new foot bath. So, she could do her own little pedicure, but I don't even know. I never even looked it up. Actually, maybe I'll buy that tonight so we can do it.
Target closed at midnight.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my time to Target. Yeah, so we can definitely, because I know she would love that.
The little vibrating thing?
Yeah, and like just fill it up with some bubbles.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, she would love it.
And
she likes, because mama's, now she's talking about her favorite store, not Dollar Tree. I don't know where she got that from.
She was, your favorite store, Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree? That ain't my favorite store. They're going to say, Mom, what's this store? Because you don't know the name is Target. That's not your favorite store.
I'm like, since when, Mama, is your favorite store not Dollar Tree? Like, we love Dollar Tree. Like, that's our thing. We like to go to Dollar Tree and just buy everything. So, yeah, that's where we go, because, they got the, nail polishes and stuff, so we just get some nail polishes. She get like just a bunch of pinks every time we get, and we always just buy like new, because they got the little packs with the toe separators and the fingernail, and then they got like the little designs on them and stuff, so we just always buy one of those every time. Yeah, and I was supposed to get I did get the foot bath, the bath bombs, because she wanted to use one of those in a bath one time, and y'all know goddamn well she ain't getting no bath bomb. So I was telling her, all right, Mama, we can use it for a pedicure. I can put it in a pedicure bath, and by the time it was time to do the pedicure, we done lost the bath bomb. So I'm gonna make sure I remember to get some more.
Child, I don't know what kind of self-care you gonna do with a boy, because all he want to do is wrestle. My son, he wants to wrestle. And he see you, he like, so, like he come in, like waiting for you to wrestle. So, and then I try to do mommy and me yoga. This lady I found online, and we do like the animal poses. So he gonna sit there and watch me and die laughing at me trying to do the poses. So that's fun to you, but I guess it is like
probably looking at you.
Yeah, looking at me,
probably look
dying.
silly to him. Like,
Yeah,
it's
he's
probably
cracking up laughing at me, like acting like a cow, acting like a pig. But I'm thinking like maybe this something me and him could get into together. But
And also, what his thing might be is just going out and being outdoors. I feel like most of the time
he like being watching TV. I need a TV, dog. No,
I just feel like for women, it's more, all right, I need to be home in my comfort zone. Versus men, they trying to get out.
They do like they get on.
So, I don't know. I know Buddy, he loves his TV.
He do.
Go
He
somewhere.
literally went to the doctor's today. This lady was sitting on her computer typing, walked straight in the doctor's, went up to her and her computer. Everybody in the office bust out laughing. I was like, I'm sorry, he just love electronics.
We'll take him to Best Buy. Take him to Best Buy.
He gonna be an IT making money.
Yes.
But yeah.
So, speaking of self-care and getting in your zen, how do you feel about vacations?
I need to vacation more.
Do you feel
For
like
sure.
So,
For sure.
yeah. What kind of vacation? Like paradise?
Y'all want to go? Y'all want to book something?
Yeah.
Let me call my babysitter. She gonna be like, it's basketball season now.
No, I really do want to get more into, I mean, of course, like, vacations are nice, but I really want to do, like, more of girl trips. Like, I just think they look so fun. Did I ever do a girl trip?
When some people say,
oh no. It was just me and one other person. It wasn't like,
that's still girls.
it is girls, and it was
Unless
fun.
she's a trend.
That's a trend.
No, and we had a great time. We always have a great time. Very enjoyable time, fun, laugh, all of that. But I'm just saying, like, a group,
You want a
not
group.
a big group, but just
Not
a
a big
few
group,
of us.
not a big
Not
group.
a big group, no, because I don't like group trips. But just, small, 3, 4, 5 people at max. With the right group.
5 is the best.
Yeah, 5 max. Just great vibes, energy, good energy. I want to do that.
Now, would you go out of state or out the country?
Both. Both. I'd like to go out the country, but I also do want to visit all states.
Me too.
I want to do that.
Because it's
So
a lot in the States to do that. We just don't even
we
know.
just don't
It
know.
is,
yeah.
I said to Terry, every year I want to do out of state, out of the country. Everything else is bonus.
Well, you
but
got a couple weeks to do another state.
no, we're done.
Oh.
I visit Delaware and Jersey. I'm done. No,
You was in
but-
Maryland.
And also,
I was
it
in
can also
Maryland.
be
In
like
Florida.
road trips. Like you don't even always
That-
have
I
to
definitely
take
wanna
a
do a road
plane. We
trip.
can do road trips. And that would
Would
be
you do a
really
road
really
trip?
fun.
It's
Wow.
the max of my time. I drove to Atlanta one time and I almost pulled my hair out. So, and it was in the cars. But
I
About
did
North
a lot of.
Carolina.
I did a lot. I drove back and forth
If I
to
could
North
fly, I
Carolina
would
probably
fly.
like. I can't even count because my aunt lives in North Carolina and we always visit her for the summer. She used to keep us for the summers, and that was like a summer thing. So
That's
I
not
always,
bad.
and
It's
then
not a bad
sometimes we
drive.
went there for the holidays, if I'm not mistaken, a few times, maybe 1 or twice. So I drove, well not I drove, but I've taken road trips to North Carolina a few times. We drove to Ohio.
My family did too.
Um, I drove to, I think all the times I've been to them ended up on a plane. I've taken a little few road trips, but I want to do more with the girls.
with the gals.
Yeah.
Now, do
I
you
think that'd be
have
fun.
girls that you would do it with?
right here.
Here are the gals, for the gals.
Y'all, and I have a few others that I would do, that I would enjoy going on a road
A
trip. Or just a
couple
trip with.
tips I have for group girls trips. I'm a good person to go on a trip with because I just go off the vibe. I'll just go with the flow. But not everybody is like that. So you gotta know who you going with. Know everybody's budget first and foremost, because some people balling out, some people gonna do whatever. Like, know everybody's budget.
Yes.
And then know with a group trip, we don't gotta do everything together.
Right.
Like, and be
branch
okay.
off.
Yeah, we can branch off and be okay with that. Now, when it comes down to people leaving with other people, I don't know. Because, you know, people be meeting people places, but gotta be safe about that.
You gotta
I
know
don't
on
know.
that level as well.
Yeah.
If she a freak, let her freak. Just not
yeah,
with
but
me.
like, sis, I don't know.
You're right.
But yes, but definitely know everybody's budget, because the one
Her
thing you
location
don't,
on your phone.
yeah, per location, that's a good one, per location on your phone. And yeah, I would just know everybody's budget, because you don't want to go somewhere thinking you trying to have discount.
Especially if it's somewhere where it's like you want to do a lot. It's like it's
Right.
a lot to do, like attractions and stuff like that. Like,
And that's
everybody
mostly the
not
ones
doing
out
that.
the trips out of
Out
state,
of-
because it's
yeah.
not an all inclusive thing.
Yeah,
So
out of country.
yeah.
One recommendation for my last trip that I would have is maybe on your last day, make that a relaxing day, because I felt like after the vacation, I needed a vacation from that vacation, because it was nonstop, go, 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 go. Like, we never sat down, we never just relaxed, just went to
But
the beach.
One thing I can say is you gotta realize some of the people that you went away with weren't mothers.
all of them except one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So y'all probably were on the same page where I need this rest. I need this time to just chill, versus them, they got all the energy in the world.
And all the time in the world.
I think
Because
we
they
were.
they could go home and go to sleep. You gotta go home and
We were kind of trying to make up for time. I felt like, 'cause we was like, all right, let's get out and go, because we don't do that naturally. So we were okay with going out, but by the last day, I was like, I need a reset. Like, I'm tired. Like, this is a lot.
Your bones are different.
Yeah, I
You
needed a
got
day.
mommy bones now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted, and then also, please do not work before vacation or
Oh, or
work coming back.
after, child.
Because you don't know if your flight might get delayed.
That was crazy. That was crazy. And then when we went to Jamaica, I had a headache the whole entire time, because I literally worked that night before. Like, literally had a little bit, like 3-4 hours
Because we had
from
an early
working
flight.
to getting a flight, and it was like I had no time. And this was before becoming a mom. I had no time to rest. So, and I felt bad, because I'm like, dang, it's just me and my best friend. But
I went with the flow.
yeah,
I
she
keep
went with the
going.
flow.
She missed
got
her
out.
man the whole time.
No, and she
Yes,
kept
she
saying that.
did.
I did not miss him. I love him, but I didn't miss him.
Girl, you couldn't wait till we get on
Like
Wi-Fi.
I said, I had a headache because I was tired. What can he do for me in Jamaica? And he
But you just kept saying how you missed him, and every time we go on Wi-Fi, you was hopping on the phone.
What's wrong with that?
Because you kept missing. Oh, wait, let me see. Let me check on him.
But who did you talk to?
Rob, but I wasn't pressed to be talking to him every 2 seconds because I'm with
I
you
was
when we
not
on
pressed.
vacation.
I'm pressed over him, though. I wasn't pressed in Jamaica.
I want to go back to Jamaica, actually.
Me too. I could live there.
I can too. I love Jamaica.
You could live there, Monty, because of the Rasta. Because of the way the life that they do. They just go
No
with the
worries,
flow, no
yeah.
worries. It's like they're not about time, and
It's just a lot of poverty. I don't want you there.
I don't think it's everywhere though.
I'm
Like,
about to say maybe
too
it's
bad. I think you could find something nice. Like, ain't like run down everywhere. But then it's like,
But then it's dangerous.
yeah, I was about to say the nice
Yeah.
parts can be a little dangerous. So you just gotta. That's why I'm gonna just keep going back and just, get the feel of everything before you even think about moving. I think you should do that for anywhere that you move. Just visit there a few times, get well-rounded.
Would y'all
Probably
re-
meet some people, things
Would y'all
like that.
relocate with your children?
Oh heavens! And I cannot wait to.
Oh, I didn't know what the answer
Heavens,
was.
yes, no.
Oh, heavens.
Heavens,
What?
I don't know.
I cannot wait. Like, oh my
Where
gosh.
Where would you go?
So I'm currently trying to figure out my next move. Like, I don't know if I don't think I want to move too far just yet, but I also know I don't want to be local. But then, after that move, the next move is definitely going to be my major move. But in between these two, I'm gonna have one move, and that's right now. I don't know where I'm going. I'm literally in the midst of trying to figure that out. So We shall see.
That'll make me so
I
sad.
wouldn't mind. Yeah.
Come with me.
Let's start a village. A
Let's
village
start a
people.
village.
I wouldn't mind relocating. I don't know where. Probably to a different state, not a different country. Only because I don't know, it's I feel like it'll be harder for me and harder for Terry.
It'd be easy for Terry. Fires everywhere.
I mean, but yeah, that doesn't mean that he'll be making the same amount. That doesn't mean that it'll be easy.
But
He might
you
go
gotta
make more
know
money.
that America
If he-
is the worst place to live.
Yeah,
If you don't know that, like in all aspects, it's effing expensive as hell.
For no
we are
reason.
literally living to work.
When I went to Tulum, it was like literally I kept hearing it. Americans work
Work to live.
and everybody else lives. No, we live to work and everybody else work to live. Versus we're constantly working. It's no downtime. Because if you think about it, there are a lot of people who travel with laptops because they're working. Like I really was like, oh my God, we really are on that type time where we just can't let go. Like we always have to work. Even on my phone, I'm texting clients back and forth because even on vacation because I have to work. When I get home, I need my money.
Be like they've
So,
been walking. Some
yeah.
people, like, and then it's like some people can't afford not to work. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And then they're literally slaving and still can't even afford living. And the cost of living here is just going up and up and up. Like I just can't get over the fact that apartments are
Child, more than mortgage.
like for one bedroom,
Yeah.
800 square feet. Like
I was about to
not
say
even
$800.
800.
I'm about to say, where
That's
that's at?
650 square feet. Like if that is not like the craziest thing ever, like that is really sad. Like it's so sad. And like I said, America is like the most expensive place to live. And that right there alone is not even just that it's so expensive, just the way everything that is here is just not me. Like it's not my way of living. We never really explain like how our lifestyles are. So everybody might not know, but this here is just not me at all. So I have no problems leaving the United States of America Corporation.
Would you consider going to Canada?
I've never been to Canada. The one time my mom and them took a road trip to Canada. I was pregnant with mamas, and no, I might have been pregnant more. Do you remember when they went to Canada?
I feel like it's pregnant with mamas. Because
So-
Nadia and Dallas was young.
Yeah. All right. So one time, my mom and them had took a road trip to Canada, but I was pregnant with mamas. So yeah, and I think I was kind of like far along, and I did not feel like doing all that sitting. So I didn't go, and that would have been like my first time going to Canada. I was so mad because I really would like to go. So I definitely want to go there, but I don't know too much about. Like I haven't been there to say I would go there. Like, but I definitely want to go there. There, and I've never been to Mexico. I have that on my list. I've never been to Mexico. Where else I want to go out the state? I mean, out the country. There's a few other places that I want to go, but Jamaica is my favorite. I love Jamaica.
You been to Bahamas?
They love me. Yes, I have.
Bahamas is nice too.
It is nice. I have to go back there. I haven't been. I
As
was
an
like,
adult?
yeah, I was like 16
Yeah,
when I went.
go as an adult.
And then we was on a cruise. We cruised
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So I gotta go back and really like get that experience. But like I said, I love Jamaica and they love me. So yeah, we'll see. I won't be here long. You can trust and believe that.
Would you relocate? Because you can be a traveling nurse.
I could do a traveling nurse, but that's not in me because I could have did that before having a child. I get really high anxiety even before work because if you like the people that I'm taking care of are sick, very sick. So like for me, I like to go in knowing the environment that I'm going in. I know where the supplies are. I know where this is. I know who I'm working. Like when I first started becoming a nurse, I used to have to look on a schedule and see who was working. If that would like give me comfort, because if I know certain people working, I'm good. But if certain people, other people working, I know like if stuff goes to the fan, like I'm on my own. So like that whole prayer, I would love that, but that's not me. Like I don't like that unknown of where you are, because you gotta, to be a travel nurse, you gotta be confident in your, not that I'm not confident in myself, but just that you don't know where you're gonna be at. You don't have a home base, and I like to have a home unit. So no, I would not do travel nursing. I personally probably wouldn't relocate just because I like being close to my mom. I like being close to my sister, my cousins. Like, I feel like I love growing up with all my cousins. So I want that for Buddy. So I hate that everybody's on my day going to leave, but maybe we'll just go visit them. But
yes.
Yeah, I love growing up with.
I was about to say,
I just feel like,
to travel to.
Yeah, but we literally spent every day together. Like,
yeah,
not just one
true.
day. We spent every day together. So I love
especially me and her.
Yeah.
Every,
you and Nadia.
every single day.
Well, we didn't like it back in the day, but now we like it.
She didn't like it back in the day. I was fine with it. It was her.
But yeah, so I want that for my kids, like, because we call each other sisters. So, like, I want them to feel like, all right. But, I mean, this just doesn't have to, you know, define
I just feel like
that.
it's a different day and age. Just here, here in this city, like,
yes,
it was more to do. We had fun, y'all had fun with your friends and stuff. I had fun with my friends. I just feel like there's nothing here anymore but like negative energy, like, and it just throw me off, and I just really feel like that is what's like kind of holding me back, like that I'm just not in the right environment that's like meant for me. And that's really why I can't wait to like move. I just feel like in a different environment, I can really be in my element and really get into, you know, what I want to do and stuff. But yeah, I just feel like it's different, and that's more so why I just want to like leave. I just feel like there's nothing here for me and my kids, except for y'all, like except for family. But like I can't just stay for y'all.
Yeah, no, definitely.
we're not enough.
But then I do definitely want y'all to come visit like every weekend.
I think that that's a good thing to do, though, to step out, you know, on your own.
And then I can have like somewhere, you know, for y'all to just come and stuff like that. Like now we got different locations that we can like be in,
right?
You know, because like I like my immediate family, I love them dearly. So I definitely want them to come and visit all the time. For sure. But and Mama's she loves Aunt Courtney, she loves Bud, she loves everybody.
She's a lover.
She is. She's just like a little lovable little.
But I was saying for you showing Mamas that fearlessness and just do it. Just get up. Just leave.
And she already is.
So that's a good way to be,
you know,
too.
Fearless. Like she is so outgoing, like I don't know where she got that from. She didn't get it from me. I'm still working on being outgoing because I have really bad anxiety myself. Like, just like, oh my gosh, it was a post on Facebook where it was just like the weird things to have anxiety for, and it was like,
mustard. Y'all never seen no Martin for people who were scared of mustard and they people like what? Why are you
like, what is it gonna do to you?
No, oh my gosh, because I had reposted it. I'm like, yo, like it is some people that is like it was like walking into family functions. Oh, I'm gonna have to find that post because it was so many things on there, like just the weirdest things that you wouldn't think that like some people get anxiety for, and like I was like, wow, like I did all of these, especially the freaking walking and like just walking in houses just give me anxiety. Like I don't know why that is a thing. Like,
so I was on Instagram scrolling, and a girl that I follow, I think I started following her because you told me her son had COVID.
Oh, okay.
So she's a single mother, and this was her post. The first thing I have to say is, please believe your child. I got a voicemail message from her teacher stating that Haley was disruptive in school and refused to apologize. So as a mother, I have a lot of questions. To start, my daughter Haley is in 6th grade, and she is very much so a introvert. She barely even speaks in school. She saves all her questions from me when she gets home. She has never gotten in trouble in school for being a disruption ever. The issue occurred after lunch. Haley remembered after she sat down at her desk that she had not sanitized her hands. So then she just got up and did so. Her teacher made a big scene out of it. She told me it was very embarrassing. Everyone in her room was staring at her, and she wanted to disappear. What caught me off guard is that this teacher, I guess, does this often, embarrassing kids in class, having them apologize out loud. And when they do, the students have to write down the classroom rules and apologize in front of the class. My daughter Haley decided not to apologize for sanitizing her hands, and she turned in her pre-written classroom rules and called it a day. So my question to y'all is, because coming from a child who was very talkative, I got in trouble in class all the time, always got used. But most of the time,
used. Wow.
But used as an unsatisfactory for those who don't know. But most of the time, it wasn't me. It might have been. You better turn your head.
It wasn't you talking.
I'm not saying I wasn't talking. I'm saying sometimes it was literally people around me. I might have been talking, but I'm not the one that got caught talking. I'm gonna just say that. And it was an incident that happened in middle school where it wasn't me, but I'm the main one that got blamed for it. But how would y'all feel like if your kids came home and you knew how your child was, but the teacher is saying something totally opposite of what your daughter or what your son told you?
Well, I'll never have that experience because my kid is homeschooled. So there's that.
I want to definitely say I would think I would want to support my child and believe them, because like she's saying, she know how her child is. She's an introvert, like she wouldn't even do that. So I don't know, certain things that you just don't know until you're placed in that moment. But I'm hoping that I can be able to talk to my child and figure out a resolution with this teacher. Now, if this is what this teacher does and I feel like this isn't a way that I want my child to be taught, then I can nip this in the bud and switch them out of this class, because we ain't gonna keep doing this. Because if this is a behavior that she usually does. But I don't want to just say I'm gonna pluck him out of the class, because he's gonna be faced up with a lot of different things in life, and you can't just always pluck yourself out of it. So you got to figure out, and that she's now in 6th grade, figure out how you can adapt to certain situations, because life is not always going to be hand you a silver spoon. And I found that out in college. I was like, what? Because I never had issue with teachers, nothing. People always loved me. Went to the nursing program, they literally had like something over my head, like I was a bad person. Then I got into it with the resident director. Then they was trying to kick me out of the dorms. I'm like, I've never had these issues, but because I waited until I was an adult in college, it was like, so I was so shell-shocked at this, like that this really happens to people. So I would try to talk him through it, because I don't want him to learn like I did later in life how things happen and then you're like, what to do. Because I was so like outdone, and I was like being treated like they would literally see me walk in a nursing program in the office and shut their doors to not help me, the teachers. And I'm like, I never experienced like attitudes like this.
Door down. You know how much money I paid to be up in this bitch.
Right.
You done lost your everlasting
Yeah, like
mind.
they were very nasty to me. So,
and that's what I'm saying. Like I said, coming from somebody who has experienced it. Don't get me wrong, I did some things, and I'm not saying like bad things, but I did talk during class. I laughed out loud. That's just me. But most teachers looked for that from me, and when they didn't get it from me, it was like, well, it's your crew, so come here, Miss Flag. It was always like that, and it's like, come on, it wasn't even me. Like, yeah, I might have chuckled, but so was everybody else. But
why do you think that was like the narrative of who you were?
I don't know. I honestly can't tell you. Like I said, I did talk, but I can never say that I was blatantly disrespectful to an adult, where it was like, she gotta go, like she's doing too much. And I can attest to my, I don't even want to say friends, they're not my friends, but the people that I did hang around in school, they were like that. I don't know why I hung around those type of people, but they were fun, I guess. I don't know.
It was fun that they disrespected.
Oh, they're so disrespectful.
Wait, so in the story, she said, what happened?
So basically what happened was her daughter didn't sanitize her hands when she got in the class. So she had already sat down. I'm not sure how much time it was between her sitting down and realizing, oh, I didn't sanitize my hands. So she just got up without permission to sanitize her hands. So I don't know. I know.
That's why I don't like that. See, this is why my child's homeschooled, so I don't gotta deal with none of this. Like, what you mean she need permission to get up to go to the bathroom? What you mean she need permission to get up and use hand sanitizer? Like, she has to go to the bathroom. Like, it's just the whole school thing. It just don't sit well with me.
I don't think it's permission, but at least acknowledgement of knowing where you're going to be at. Because if you just walk out the class and go in the hall,
but that's the thing. I don't think it was outside of the classroom.
No, I'm just saying when she gave to say the bathroom.
I'm just thinking because when I was in school, we had glass bathrooms in the classroom.
Yeah.
So why do I need
never went to a school like that.
Why do I need to get? And even if they were out, like. Well, like you said, it'll be more of an acknowledgement, but we raising our hands and asking, can I go to the bathroom? Like,
and I have experienced teachers who will ignore you raising your hand, and it's like that's what you asked us to do, but you're not answering us, so I gotta go to the bathroom.
So, it was a few times I just got up and went to the bathroom. Like, I got in trouble for a lot of stuff in school. And that's just probably why, like, I just do the homeschool because I already didn't. It was just something about the school thing that just didn't resonate with me, even as a kid. Like, it was just a lot of stuff I didn't agree with. And then here we are now, and it really, really, like, was something that I didn't know, but now I know as an adult what it is. So yeah, I'm cool off school.
I don't know. I take my hat off to teachers because just having one child, and I was trying to do school with him and keep his attention span, and then trying to help another child, like trying to figure that out, and then manage your stress of like, okay, like calm down. It's okay if they go off and do something else, but it's also trying to provide some sense of structure because that's what we need so that everybody can learn, because everybody learns at a different pace in a different way. Like what you may need to write down, this one needs to hear it. Like so it's trying to figure out how so my hat's off to teachers because I literally struggle in teaching one child, and I'm like, all right, after the lesson, and he basically like ignoring that crap out of me. I'm like, listen here. No, I'm like, here you go. It's a TV. Because, like, when we were trying to do school with the kids, child, I don't know who was listening.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But that's why I don't like.
That's kids.
I don't
exactly.
And that's why I don't know. Like, school is to doctrine kids and to make them workers. And I just don't like that. Like, I don't like the whole sitting in a desk thing, just learning for 8 hours straight. Like, it's just setting the kids up to learn how to be a worker and be in the workforce. So, and then you got the kids, like the babies, like.
Well, they not even teaching stuff for them to be in the workforce. They don't learn about. No, you're right.
But I'm
just saying the whole structure, like it's a mind thing. Like,
okay.
Yeah, it's a mind thing. Like it's called indoctrination. Like, where was I going with that? I forget what you said. Oh, the kids. Like they should just be learning freely. So somebody just recently reached out to me and was just asking like what I do as far as homeschool. And I'm like, I do not put no thought into it. No, I'm not gonna say I don't put no thought into it.
I don't put no thought into it. Whatever we do that morning,
I don't stress myself out about it. I don't put too much thought into it because they're going to learn on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. They're kids. They're sponges. They're learning everything around them without you even, verbally like teaching them something. Like they're always going to be learning every second of the day. So it's just like you don't have to put too much pressure on yourself to try to figure out a lesson. You don't gotta like have some set thing for them to do. You don't have to make them sit down and learn something. Like I was telling her, I'm like, I can be at the market and me and Mama's just like naming foods. Mm-hmm. Like we out at the store and numbers come across and now we adding stuff up. Like she's learning as we're just like living basically. Mm-hmm. Like it's just I don't know. I just freely.
But I think freely teaching is easy with one child, even maybe two. But freely teaching with a class of 30 would be difficult.
Well, you wouldn't be freely teaching because that's not the same thing.
But if you would be, if that somebody says that somebody has a school that's homeschool and that's what their way of life is, like no, let's just let people.
Montessori school is somewhat like that.
I can't even. Take my hat off to the people that's doing that type of schooling because I couldn't imagine it. Like,
I mean, you have people who go on nature walks.
Yeah, like
take a class.
It's holistic, like schools or daycares or whatever. And they just, like you said, they go out and
they take trips because they don't even do that anymore in the public schools. And I don't know if it's because they can't afford it, but how we used to always go on trips when we were younger.
They don't do trips no more?
They barely do it.
I went to
and I don't know if it's because,
in the museum,
that gotta stop. The zoo got to be retired. Yes. How many times you going to see this elephant? But I just feel like, I can't remember what I was about to say. I can't remember.
But, and I think that freely learning is what works for you and your child, because definitely that's who Mama is. She is she mm-hmm. wants to know everything. It's not nothing that you're going to tell her that's not a why behind it, or how do you do this.
I feel like all kids are inquisitive. It's just on their
way, or
but I feel like Monty has Mama's in an environment where she can be a free
because she
learner.
grew up like that. That's what I'm saying. It's just like
it's the
because all kids are like Mamas. Like they're natural born. That like I don't take her out of her element at all, and I feel like the Americanized way, like it start as a kid, like they indoctrinize you like literally when you come out the womb, and I'm not even gonna get into that, but starting at what do you got now? You got pre-K3 I think now, so it's just like. They don't even get the second to know what they even like or how they like to do something or, just different things. And some kids are in daycare at months old and 1 year old, like as young as that. So it's like they're already in some kind of structured way that's not their, like, I don't know.
That's not their
free way, like, just freely, like I don't know. So it's like Mamas did grow up being free, and I just let her be free. I don't know.
So you said you keep her in her element.
Yeah.
What if she's taken out of that? How do you think she'll react?
She adapts. Like we're out of her element, like maybe like going to a school or something like that. Yeah. She adapts very well. I can't say how she like exactly because she's never been, mm-hmm. but I see her doing well. Cause that's the thing. I don't know exactly. Like I know she adapts well, so she will adapt. But it's just like her already way of living kind of like crashes with that. So it's just like I don't know how. I don't know.
So would you look into like a more holistic school for her, homeschool with other kids?
I have, I have. If it was, to be some me thinking about sending her to school would be something like that. And I have looked into a few. But what makes me more comfortable is me teaching her and her learning at home. I don't want anybody else teaching. Not anybody else, because, you know, family members always, you know, hands-on with her and stuff, teaching her different stuff. But for the most part, I just like her being home and learning that way. But I think if she was to go to school, she would probably adapt. But it's just like certain stuff she probably be like, what?
What if
like,
she comes to you and say she wants to go to school?
She has.
She has?
Yeah. But it was only because, like, my mama works at the school, and she, like, see the playground and stuff like that. But she don't really know.
She'll go for the fun.
Yeah, she don't really know.
know.
Yeah, like, she don't really know what it is. I don't think she would like it, to be honest. Because she's just used to being free, and you gotta be structured there. And I don't think she would like that.
Yeah.
I think she says she likes me teaching her. And then
I'll have nobody to compare you to. I like you as a teacher.
Well, I'm glad she likes whatever I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like sometimes as a mom, that feels good. Your child saying, "Mom, I like that," or "Mom, I love you," or my son doesn't say, "Mom, I like you," "Mom, I love you," but sometimes he'll look at me, smile, and just like, "You my girl. You all right with me," and I'm not gonna choke.
You sound like Katie.
So like, I feel like as a mom, you do need those like little reassurance, like you are doing a good job, or like if they just look at you and hug you, you be like, "Oh."
But I honestly feel like even if you do have kids who go to the public or private schools, they need what Monty is giving her daughter, where it's free learning. Because you're always supposed to teach your kids. Because like I said, they don't know how to write a check. They don't know they're not teaching cursive anymore. And when you
don't need it.
No, you need it because if they're asking for a signature,
so you only need to know how to sign your name. You need to know how to sign every letter.
I mean, some people, I still have clients who they just write in cursive. That's just how they are.
I forget. Oh, I can't even speak on it because I can't think right now why you need to know cursive.
But I mean, it was taught to us. I don't understand why. Like I said, when I'm still signing papers, they ask me to print my name and they ask me for my signature, which is two different things. Mm-hmm. If my child is in public school and I'm not doing the teachings that at home that I need to do for her, and she goes somewhere, she needs to print her name and then sign her name. She can't just write her name and then write it wrong on the signature line. I have to teach her it's two different ways. Mm-hmm. Signature is not printing.
And in school also, you're only using your left side of your brain, and it keeps you from using your right side of your brain, which also is very not good for your kids, because you want them to, like, it keeps you from, you know how kids have their imagination and stuff, like it just shuts that down. Like it's none of that. Like it's all book, and then, like I told you, it starts from when they're a kid, kindergarten to college, like, and then you wonder why it's people out here that's 40-something years old and don't know what they like. They don't know nothing about themselves because all they did was textbook. It hinders you from your own personal growth. So yeah, I can go on about that, but
I think as a parent, that's why you have to make a conscious effort to, even if you send them to any school, any place somebody else could influence them. Whether
you can't even make the conscious effort because we're not even conscious.
You have to make the conscious effort. No, but I'm just saying the conscious effort of what you believe to be so. Because you can't do what other people do. You got to do what works for you, your household, and your child. So if I feel like I'm sent, like we went to school, yes we did, but my mom definitely at home was feeding into us, you know, making sure we're in activities. Like Monty said, every day was learning. Like we never stopped learning. My mom never just let you.
But you wasn't learning what you wanted to learn. You wasn't learning about yourself and what you like to do, were you? No, you was doing botillion, we was doing cotillion, we was doing zenos.
But I'm not saying things like that. I'm saying just like basic things, far as life things. Now I'm not saying like activities like that. I like doing that kind of stuff. I personally enjoy activities that we used to be in, like the cotillion or.
I mean, I can understand what Monty is saying. It was because me and you said
we had a good time.
We had a good time, but it was forced. Like it was like, oh, we gotta get up. Oh, we gotta go here. It's always something on the list for us to do. But as adults, I think we appreciate it more because now when we look at what they do have for the kids now, it's not that much. It's not that much for them to choose from. Yeah, we went to the parties and all of that. They can't even go to parties because they're shooting or they're taking pills.
They have kickbacks.
No, but it's still not safe. It's not as safe as it was when we were going. And it's not as
funny. But that's what we think. This is a new generation. They like the kickbacks.
I don't know.
They think
but I just know comparing, it does keep the people going. But comparing what we had to now, it's just totally different. But like I said, I do understand what Monty is saying. Do you feel like in your life you were able to still be a child? Like you were able to do different things that children do?
Yeah.
At the school age?
Yeah, like what do you mean though?
Like, okay. I know every summer we went to Ocean City and we will always ride the boogie boards. We will fly kites. We would ride bikes, scooters. Literally did all of that. Some people have never experienced that because
we did that as a kid, but we did that a lot with Aunt Jan's family, my mom's best friend family, because my mom did have to work a lot. But we all
have some kids who
not that we didn't do stuff with her, but like Aunt Jan was a stay-at-home mom, so we were able to do a lot of like outdoor activities with her and her kids. So
that's what you were saying, right? Still basically being a kid and learning, okay, I like this. Like I can say I don't like the beach. I like the pool better because I've always been in the pool or at the beach. I can say, oh, I don't like that. I like this. Some kids don't know. It's just like, I know a couple kids who have never been out of Chester. So Chester is all they know, and they have nothing to compare Chester to. So it's just like this is the end all be all. When in reality, like we like Jamaica. Jamaica is on the other side of the world. Like you have to get on a plane. You can't drive there. So you have a lot of kids who are like that, which is like Monty said, they're stuck in their. It's basically a structured learning.
But are they not traveling because they can't? They're a kid. They can't. Their parent may not be able to.
No, but are they learning that it's a bigger world out there in school? I don't know what they're learning in school now. I just know. I know I do have a client who's a math teacher, and the math is totally different. They got a addition. You have to do all this other stuff. There's no more borrowing and all of that. So it's different.
I ain't even seen a math like schoolwork.
Yeah, so I'm sure now that they're changing the math, they probably changed a lot of different things. I don't know, but I don't know what they're doing in school. I know from experience when we were younger, sometimes we didn't have recess because either lunch was running behind or somebody did something. It might have been
that time and that's why
that's time that should be away.
To know why
they used to make us stand on the line.
Yeah, stand on the line like that. Like that's not that's not healthy because you're
crazy.
Like
it's crazy.
I keep saying like Monty said, but Monty said it. It's sitting at a desk. It's book.
Indoctrination.
Read
Everybody
this. Write that down. Reading comprehension. Then you have lunch where you can kind of chat by yourself. I mean, chat with your friends. But sometimes
now we got a assigned table that we got to sit at for lunch. We can't get up. We got to wait for somebody to tell us when they get up to eat lunch. Like that damn near prison. Like that's prison.
You go. You get up and.
So are you going to homeschool?
I don't know what I'm going to do. I kind of want Mila to get that experience where she does go and meet other people. Not saying that Mama's doesn't, but get that chance to learn different people. I feel like that's where
See,
school...
she was in swimming.
I don't mean to cut you off, but
Just before I forgot, because you said,
go ahead, just so.
no, just piggyback, and she said
Meeting other
people, and people probably think like,
she's
her,
in the box.
Yeah, like no. She learns outside, and she meets people outside. We meet people at the park. We meet people at the
She
park.
fight at the park.
She was in swimming classes, but then that's when COVID hit, and then I didn't really like, well, her dad was just so adamant that like they weren't advanced enough for her, because she's a water baby. She goes underwater. She can hold her breath underwater for like 20 seconds, like.
They want to teach them how to swim. He
was like, we can just go to the pool and throw her in
ourselves.
Everything. I'm like, alright. I've learned how to swim like that, so I guess we can do that. But so that's why we never went back. And then she's signing up for gymnastics. Grandma, if you see this, because she was supposed to be signing her up. She
don't know how to write in cursive.
But do you feel like those things are controlled environments? Are you comfortable with them, or you?
Well, that's them learning a different.
Yeah, because she don't know how to do gymnastics, so somebody gonna have to teach her. Like,
you could say that too about school. They don't know how to read. You have to.
But it's like an extracurricular activity. This is something that she wants to do. Like she flips and she like. It's not a structure where it's detrimental on your life.
It could be.
This is fun.
Don't do that.
No, I'm just saying, y'all never watched them the real gymnastic stories where the girls be talking about how they push them so much and different things.
Why would I let them push her so much?
But I'm just saying, I'm not saying her, but I'm saying it could be. Everything could have a twist to it.
It could have a twist to it, but
I'm not going to sit up there and let her be forced, because one, she's not even going to let her own self be forced. She's very vocal. She will let you know that she don't like something. So that debunks that right there. But other activities that whatever she want to do, we can go do it. I'm trying to think of other stuff that she said she's. It really is kind of just gymnastics, because she likes to flip and like off the walls and stuff. And swimming, she does like to swim, so she'll meet people there. And then like she's around, like we have kids that she's around, she interacts with.
They're all black.
And they are all black.
I know, but I'm just saying, she's saying that she wants her daughter to meet different kids
and learn them.
I mean, she's not going to not meet other people. I mean, she's played with white people at the park. At the park, she's played with white kids at the park.
But they not her friend.
No, I don't think she's going to have white friends.
Anyway, I want my child.
Go back to this person, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I want my child to learn different people, because
you're a people lover
of
different cultures.
I do love people, and I do love learning different cultures. That's one thing I really do love. Like, when I go away, I want to go out. Like, okay, out of the country, we stay on a resort, but take me out and take me
to the motherland.
Take me to the village. That's what I like. When we went to Tulum, we rode bikes like the locals. We literally, I kind of felt like I was home, because we was going down the back streets, not the main streets, and I felt comfortable speaking to different people. It was just fun. It was very freeing. It was a freeing experience. And I love that, and I think my daughter will love that as well. So I want to encourage her to be that way. I want her to be very open. But like I said, I don't know what they're teaching in the schools now, and I feel like what I learned in school wasn't very beneficial for me outside of school, outside in the real world. So I mean, yes, that does fall back on me and Terry as her parents, but she's gonna, if she is to go to public school, and I think we are going to send her to school, but when she does start school, she's with them more than she's with us. Granted, she will learn as much as she needs to about life as possible, but I don't know. I would probably be like Aunt Karen and my mom. They were just, everybody knew them. They were always there. They were known by the teachers, by the principal, all of that. So I think I will be a hands-on mother.
I'm sure you would be.
Yeah, I would definitely be, because I hate to say this, I'm kind of controlling. Like, I want certain things to be a certain way. And I think that's how I will be with my child. I won't be overbearing, but I definitely will be like, all right, what's going on? Who's there?
They're going to be like, is her dad coming this time?
Does she have a dad?
What's Terry's schedule? We're going to make that program around his schedule.
Make sure she is booked and busy. All these people have all the moms book with her on Friday at 6, because that's when the meeting is. Listen, I will cancel in a minute. Shoot.
So, guys,
Oh.
we're going to play a little game. We played it before, this or that, but we're going to do self-care edition. So, shower or bubble bath?
Bubble bath.
Shower.
Dirty.
Y'all dirty, laying in dirty water.
No, you
No,
gotta
because I
soak her.
say
You
that I
gotta
like
get
to wash
marinated.
up before. And,
That wasn't an option. You can't wash them before. You just in the tub.
and you need to
Let it marinate.
soak the dirt off your body sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
The shower
Tea?
not always going soften up that dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Tea or wine?
Tea.
Tea. I love herbal tea.
I don't know what I'm gonna pick because I don't like tea. It makes me feel sick, but I'm not like a big drinker. But I guess
Tea
I
is
have to.
supposed to make you feel better. What you putting in your tea?
I don't know. I just
What
think
kind of tea?
any tea I drink, I don't really care for it. If anything that's not tea, I'll drink warm water with lemon.
That's good.
So I'll just do that. So I'll say tea. A facial or a massage?
Massage. Full body.
Full body.
Oh my God, y'all.
Not deep tissue, because you will come out
Oh,
and not be able to walk.
hurting. Child, I know somebody who said that they were getting a deep tissue massage and a happy ending at the end. Child,
At what location?
home.
Oh!
Female or male?
Female.
Oh.
By a male.
Oh.
Oh.
She said
This was
she
her man?
hurting. No.
He just does this?
Yeah.
What's the happy ending include?
Orgasms.
Like, but how was he giving it to her?
Freaking her.
Oh, sex.
Yeah, sex.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But she said the deep tissue massage was so deep she could. She's like, I could barely lift my legs. So
I thought that was a lie on the shy. Remember the guy was doing that?
oh no, that's for real. I know a girl who had an OnlyFans. I followed her. I don't know how I started following her, but I followed her and she was saying how now she has an OnlyFans with her customers and she jerks them off.
Yeah, that's how Asians do their little happy endings.
Mm-hmm.
Reading a book or listening to a podcast?
Reading a book.
Listen to a podcast, self-talk.
Listen to a podcast, milk talk. Going to bed early or sleeping in?
Sleeping in.
Sleeping in.
Sleeping in. A mindful walk or doing yoga?
Yoga.
Oh,
That's actually.
I like both.
Listen, in yoga, the whole time I'm looking at everybody else. I didn't know like that these people know the poses. I'm looking at you. I said, how you know these poses? My legs all weird. I couldn't relax. So I'm gonna say a mindful walk.
Yeah, it depends on what I feel like, because I love a nature walk. But I also love
I
yoga.
never did one and I picked it mindful walk. I mean, me and Bud walking around our neighborhood.
What do you
so
that's a mindful walk?
it's not a beautiful scenery. Maybe I gotta find a
That's
trail.
for me a
Clearing your
scenery.
air. I mean, your mind.
A mindful
walking.
walk. You just clearing your mind.
Yeah, but it doesn't make me want to clear because it's cars running. It's
Well, that's
like-
you
but that's what I'm saying.
overthinking.
No, but that's just
So
me.
when you go on a nature walk, what you going to be thinking? Oh my God, lions, tigers, and bears.
I don't know. Meditating or journaling?
Meditating.
I guess meditating.
So how do you meditate?
Just like this.
Okay.
Do it to the camera.
It's gradual. So like when you first, like if you just first starting out, like you're gonna feel like you're not doing something right, but you gotta
Or do
work
you
your
feel
way,
like your
meditate your
mind-
way into a meditation.
Is your mind still my mind
Yeah,
wonders
that's okay.
1,000 times, and
That's
I'm like, am I
normal.
doing anything right?
That's normal. You
Or I'm thinking
you-
about-
the more you do it, the more you learn how to quiet your mind.
That's
So,
what it is. My mind can't quiet.
Yeah,
Child,
If you just keep
end up
doing
falling
it-
asleep.
that's okay.
Oh,
That's okay.
I'm gonna meditate my way to sleep tonight.
You pray. That's a form of meditation.
Well, yeah, but I'm praying as I go. I'm not literally like how Monty said.
You don't
She's
sit
like
and
this.
just pray for a while.
Like in the morning when I wake up, but then I still have to keep it moving.
So you don't do like a long prayer.
No,
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, I do, but I'm moving. I'm still moving. And
So you're
doing
not
what I'm doing.
quiet
I don't
and praying?
meditate. No, I don't. I
Okay.
can't because I will fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'll get it in the morning when I wake up. I will lay there and I'll just lay there and close my eyes and pray. But then I'll wake up and it's like an hour later because I don't fell asleep.
Lord, you stood up.
Look, I'm sorry. I had you on hold.
All right. Watching a sunrise or watching a sunset?
Set because sunrise.
I was about to say,
I'm
probably
still
set because
The
I'm
sunrise watching me.
Child.
Because listen, I probably done missed all that. Oh, this is a good one. Naps or early. Oh, we already did that early bedtime, but
Next.
yeah, I love a good nap.
I miss naps. I used to
Yeah.
nap my butt.
Movie or Netflix?
Well,
Movies
Netflix
and
has
Netflix.
Netflix.
But they want go to the movies or
Oh,
Netflix?
go to
Oh,
the
go to the
movies.
movies. Yeah, I would definitely
Netflix.
go.
Candles or essential oils?
Essential oils.
Candles.
Me candles. Indoors or outdoors?
Out. Depending on which door I'm walking out through.
It depends.
Eating. Last one. Eating out or ordering in?
Ordering in.
Cooking.
That wasn't on there, but we will allow it. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to our MILF Talk this week. All things self-care. Somehow,
As you can tell, we're in our loungewear, so I don't want anybody to think that I'm just trying to.
what?
Seduce
Seduce.
Yeah.
A little Kim
I'm not trying to
American
Get a little seduced
I'm
in
not trying to
there.
get chose because I'm already
chosen
taken,
by the
but-
Most High God and then Terry.
But we are in our loungewear doing our self-care
Yes,
podcast
ma'am.
episode. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I was just saying, self-care episode, mix it in with always about kids. It's always going to center around them because we are mothers and we love our babies. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and tune in next week to MILF Talk.
And disclaimer.
Oh.
What works for you works for you. Y'all can listen to what I say and take heed to it, or
Treasure in the comments.
or if it don't resonate, let it
Keep it
skate.
moving.
Okay?
All right, guys. See ya.